Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Living World of Darkness. Today, Ghost is coming over to visit Lady Sheridan for her second fortitude lesson and to help fill her in on the bits and pieces that have been going on. And once she arrives, Lady Sheridan will show her down to the dungeon where she's got a couple of other toys out.
Ghost is looking pretty cocky today. She seems to be back to her normal self. She is wearing sort of a... I mean, if she was human, she probably wouldn't get away with it in September. It's like a leather waistcoat with, nothing underneath. She sort of come in character. Also, she might as well. And she sort of reaches her hands up and grabs some of the chains on the ceiling and does a little bit of a swing, smiling. Just, nice to be back here, I guess.
Lady Sheridan will smile. However, today you'll rather be needing your hands.
Will I?
Or I'll be needing your hands.
It's not the first time a lady said that to me, Lady Sheridan, but I'm sure that you don't mean it in the way I think you do.
She'll give a small smile and gesture to a seat by a little table. There's a black cloth over something on the table. It's to see what.
Ghost walks over and has a look at the table.
Does she lift up the cloth?
She looks at you first, and then she pinches the cloth with her big finger and forethumb and lifts it.
There's a pair of thumb screws on the table.
She presses her tongue into her bottom lip and then bites down on her lip in a sort of "you must be fucking joking" facial expression.
And she'll raise an eyebrow.
Well, I guess it's for right reasons.
It is important to break a few bones this time.
Right.
There are other
Ghost,
ways to go about it, but this seems rather more controlled.
Ghost sort of shudders a little bit, but she sits down.
Would you prefer something a bit shorter and sharper, shall we say?
What do you have in mind?
Well, there's no reason I can't fetch us a hammer. This is all rather beyond the gifting of pain level into something that is rather unpleasant. But as I said, if you want to learn fortitude, you need to go beyond what is comfortable.
Alright. Okay, well, yeah, I think your better bet might be to hit me with something rather than the thumby screws. She flexes her hands a little bit. I promise I won't hit back.
Thank you.
Well, at least I'll try not to.
So, how have things been for you lately? She asks as she reaches into one of the drawers and pulls out rather a large hammer.
Ghost eyes the hammer. She shrugs a little bit. Can't complain. Had a little bit of a set to with one of your clanmates the other day.
Really? Which one?
Wall Street. What's he called? Uh,
Mr. Rossi?
yeah, fucking Mr. Rossi. He thought it'd be pleasant to bring a gun into my domain, and
Well,
when
that was rather foolish.
I had it taken off of him, obviously, and when he came to get it back, he threatened. Well, first of all he interrupted a meeting I was having with my business associates, and somewhat threatened the masquerade. Um, and then he threatened sort of violence with me, and I don't think that would be a very good course of action, do you?
No, I honestly don't. Other than in very specific and unusual circumstances, she'll put a slight glance towards the hammer.
I will, well, he, he's new here, and he's not really getting on the right side of me, and I'm not really the right sort of person to be on the wrong side of, if you know what I
No.
mean.
As I said, I shall have to have a word with him about it.
The traditions are the traditions for a reason.
And propriety is propriety for a reason as well.
I thought a member of Coventry might know that.
I would have expected as much as well, but as I said, I'll have a word to see what can be sorted.
Alright. Well,
So, shall we?
in the words of the old country song, hit with your best shot.
And are you still standing up or have you sat down?
She's standing up now.
Okay. In that case, I am going to aim for the rib cage, because let's face it, excessive passing damage is still not going to count as hurting your heart. And guts not really needed by vampires much, so lower rib cage, probably a fairly safe place to hit, and a
Yeah.
large kind of target.
I'm gonna try and soak this. It's gonna be lethal, isn't it?
I think it might be excessive bashing, but I'm not sure.
There's a hammer, so
It is a hammer. And it's not anywhere that is important for vampires. So it might just be lots of extra dice, because it's quite a big hammer.
I'd say roll roll your dex melee to hit
Mhm.
first of all, and then roll um your successes plus 2 or 3.
And that's actually a fail. That's
You
not
miss.
good. That's not a good start.
Your first swing
Just
misses.
bounces right off. Boing!
Ghost looks at her breasts and goes, might want to try a bit lower.
Lady Sheridan's going to raise an eyebrow as if she's attempting to pretend this was on purpose. She's got high enough manipulation, it might be. That's only the one success. Yes.
I'll roll damage anyway.
So 3 plus
Yeah.
plus strength and yep. 2 successes. So you've got 2 to soak.
As per before, I'm spending a willpower because this is how I figure fortitude works. Yeah, with the willpower, I rolled just enough. I soaked
Yep.
it.
Should we try this again?
Yep.
Yep. This time I'm going to aim for a kneecap. Which is probably going to hurt a hell of a lot more if you fail to soak.
Yeah.
3 successes this time.
Oh, fuck me. Right, okay. Willpower again.
And then I need to roll for damage.
I soaked 2.
5. That's 3
Oh,
bashing.
I've already rolled. I soaked 2.
Yeah, no, that was that I rolled first for the hitting, and I
Yeah,
managed 3
I
successes. This is
preemptively rolled.
damage.
Yeah. Should I roll again or shall I just use that one?
It's up to you.
How much did you roll? How much
5.
damage? Oh, fuck. I'm rolling again. Bollocks to that. Yay! I soak 4.
Excellent. Getting probably a bit of a
With my
crunching
willpower.
sound. But
Ghost sort of. She loses her balance a little bit. And there's a nasty wound. Impact wound on the back of her knee now.
yep.
But you can tell she's got high dex. She's actually quite good on balance. She manages to right herself again. Okay. Last one. Let's go.
Okay, this time I'm going to aim for a shoulder. Just for the hell of it. And that is a fail. That bounces off.
Bounce.
Oh. Not very good at this hitting people stuff.
Guesses are, when we're finished, I'll give you a bit of a training session.
No, that wasn't in character. That was just out of character.
No, she says that anyway. When she sees it
Okay.
a couple of times.
Should I try one more time? Because you
Yeah.
need to practice the
I need to
soaking
do
rather
3.
than the being hit. Yeah.
I need the 3. I'd say 3 for each
Mhm.
one, which is fair.
That one fails again. What is it with the ones today?
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, damn it, damn it. Ghost is looking at her like, come on, you can do better than this.
Ah. So that's 2 successes.
Okay.
4. It seems to be either nothing or big successes. 4 to soak.
I soak 3.
So a little bit of a crunchy shoulder as well.
She staggers back. And, give myself a quick. Yeah, you see sort of a look in her eye. It's kind of a little bit feral, but she manages to keep her beast under control. And she sort of limps slightly back towards the chair where she was sat just now.
And Lady Sheridan will put the sledgehammer down. And it's not quite a sledgehammer. It's a bit smaller than a sledgehammer, but not by much. And she'll put that down. And she'll head over and sit opposite.
I must enjoy getting beaten up by women. Seems to do it from every angle.
Well, we all have to enjoy something.
I'll, you see her sort of, she crunches her shoulder over and she spends blood. You see it go back into place. I'll let you deal with your clanmate. Just thought I'd pass it on.
Yes.
Got a few
She'll
things I gotta
certainly be
do.
having words
Got a
about
few
showing
things.
people respect.
Yeah. Got a few things I gotta do, so I'll head off and leave you to it. But thanks again for the meeting.
Anytime.
And she makes her way out. This is where we can end the scene, if you like.